Dharma Circle, hello, Swati here. I'm so glad to see you today. And this specific live is especially for healers and those who want a more accurate and precise tool for healing. And Jyotish is literally the best tool that you could possibly have for accurate healing. And if you are a healer, this tool is going to be your best friend. It will help you on so many levels with your clients, but also your own personal development and growth process. So, I want to explain some of the ways that Jyotish is so exceptional, so important for healing and for healers. No matter what kind of healer you are, this is your best friend. So, of course, if you're not familiar with Jyotish or Vedic astrology, this is a sidereal zodiac. So, we're casting our charts, our astrological charts, differently than Western astrology. It's a solely lunar path, meaning we put priority on both the sun and the moon, and we look at the chart as a whole. So, the chart is literally the chart of your body. So when I'm looking at a Jyotish chart, I'm looking at your whole body. And this is one of the reasons why Jyotish is so vital for your healing path and being able to identify with precision and accuracy where the challenges are literally living in your body. No other tool can provide this level of accuracy. It is an ancient tool that has always been used for the purpose of Dharma, which is the path of the soul, awakening, illuminating the light of the soul. And I remember my Ayurvedic guru, Vaidya Ramakant Mishra, saying to me one time in session that the highest purpose of Jyotish was for healing. And the purpose of healing is really the best use of Jyotish. And he gave his blessings to me for my path, for my Dharma, to use this tool in a way that really supports individuals, bodies, souls in their own awakening process, their own healing journey. And I want to share some of the powerful ways that Jyotish can support you on your healing path. And if you are a healer of any kind, this tool is going to speed up the process that you're in with clients. You don't have to guess, you don't have to fumble around, you don't need to waste time trying to figure out what the issue is, because your Jyotish chart is going to tell you exactly where the issue is, whether it's trauma, whether it's a lineage issue, whether it's a specific body part, whether it's a grief process. But the bottom line here is that your Dharma is your healing path. It is your healing process. So when I talk about Dharma, and this is the purpose of your soul in this lifetime, there's always a healing process, a transformational journey that takes place in order for the soul to awaken, in order for the soul to illuminate, and the light of the soul to be expressed, to be visible, to share, to shine, to express, to be seen, heard, acknowledged, noticed. So, this is the Dharmic path, but the healing journey that is along the way in order for us to continue to peel back the layers, this is also your Dharma. And your Jyotish chart, with precision, tells you what is this process that you're in this lifetime. What's in the way? What are the blockages? What are the challenges that are impacting your awakening? And so when we're using Jyotish as a resource, a tool for this precise, accurate awareness. I literally think of it as a tool of diagnosis. We can diagnose with ease. Where is the challenge physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually that's living in the body? And like I said, this will heal up the the healing process. You don't have to guess. You can just know, oh, my heart, chest, lung area is where the shadow work lives. And so based on that, I'm going to need to move closer to the heart, move closer to chest, lungs. I'm going to need to ask, get curious, ask my body, what is it telling me? What does it need? And get support for that area of the body. So Jyotish is ancient. Over 5,000 years old, arguably more, much older than that. And this tool is the most profound illumination tool if used properly. And I shared earlier this week my own journey with Jyotish and Ayurveda. I grew up with these tools, these Vedic tools. I started studying my Jyotish chart at age 7, and I have refined the way that I use Jyotish, not as a tool of prediction, but as a tool of awakening to the self, awakening to the purpose of the soul. And that's an inside job. So we want to be really mindful how we use this tool. This is about sourcing from within, not sourcing outside of the self. So the way that I teach Jyotish is being really mindful that this is a tool for strengthening the inner authority, the inner knowing. And this is not a tool for strengthening the outer authority. You tell me what to think, what to know, what to believe. No. This needs to be used as a resource for deeper listening to your own body, your own inner knowing, your own wisdom. Your own body wisdom. And when we use Jyotish in that way, it becomes a powerful resource for illumination, awakening, transformation, and growth, and strengthening the consciousness of the individual, of the body. So when I'm looking at a Jyotish chart, first of all, this is, remember, a map of the body. It's a map of your body. And it's also a very pure expression of your prakrit, your innate nature. And there are a lot of different layers that express this nature, your nature. But think of the elements. Think of the energies within nature. And we're all a makeup of all these different energies, all these different elements, all these different expressions of nature and her diversity. And we can see this in a Jyotish chart. And I always like to remind my clients, if the chart shows that you're a dog, you can't be a duck. A duck cannot be a tiger. A cow cannot be a horse. And so we have to know thyself and honor. If I realize that in this lifetime, my nature is more like a cow, I need to be in right relationship with that energy, that nature. Trying to be anything but that nature is actually going to be painful. It's going to cause harm. And it will be adharma, that which goes against one's own nature, one's own dharma. So we can use the chart to really understand our nature and move into right relationship with these qualities within ourself. We can also identify where's the trauma living in the body. I've been talking a lot about trauma lately and how trauma impacts the nervous system. Recognize that every body has trauma. Every body has trauma living within them. Even the birth process itself, to get into this world, into this realm, there's trauma. It's a painful journey. And so, where is this trauma living in your body, but specifically the body parts that are impacted? Because wherever this trauma lives in the body, there's a disconnection. This is where you need to reconnect in order to find wholeness. So, we really want to know where this disconnection lives in the body and support the reconnection process. We also want to know where our lineage karma is impacting us, how our lineage karma is impacting us. The whole chart is your body, but it is also the ancestral body in many ways. So we can identify how is the lineage karma, the lineage trauma, the lineage grief impacting this individual body, and as a result, your dharmic path. This is also a very accurate tool for understanding your grief work, knowing exactly where the grief is living in the body, how the grief is showing up, how the grief is impacting your ability to heal and transform. Because wherever there's grief living in the body, there's going to be a blockage, there's going to be a resistance. And we need to know, where is the grief work so that I can soften, so that I can create more opening, more transformation. There's an intimate connection between trauma and grief, very intimate connection. And when we do our trauma work, we are also going to need to do our grief work. So there's an intimate dance between the two, and we need to know, how is the grief impacting my body, my soul, my path, my ability to show up in this world, share my gifts and my wisdom, because there's always a connection. So for, diagnosis, whether it's self or client, using Jyotish as a very accurate tool for understanding these challenges on a whole body level, it is absolutely so vital. And I would say whatever type of healer, guide, therapist, facilitator, teacher, whatever type of healer you are, this tool can support you and your clients. You can identify where are challenges physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually in this body. And at the same time, where are the challenges, but also where are the resources? Where can we resource this individual, strengthen their body, strengthen their ability to thrive and receive support? What is the type of support that is best going to bring healing to this individual soul? Because again, it's different. The medicine for a cow is different than a medicine for a cat or a fish. We need to know these things. The medicine for a water sign is different than the medicine for a fire sign. And depending on the nature of the being, we have to take all of this into consideration. And this can support the healing process and a more swift outcome. Healing, I believe, is ongoing. It's a lifelong journey of healing and transformation, continuing to create balance in the body and the life, and making these micro adjustments along the way to support more balance and ease in body and soul. But at the same time, having a swifter healing process can really speed things up. It can support a body in moving more quickly towards their nourishment, their soul desires. We don't have to spend a whole lifetime in suffering and pain and struggle if we have the support, the necessary resources, the guidance, and the environments, the right kind of foods, relationships, these kinds of things that really support and enhance the whole being. So this is a tool that is unlike any other. I know there are a lot of tools out there. And I'm not going to go into the other tools and why Jyotish is better. It just is. And once you study Jyotish, you can't go back to anything else because the accuracy, the precision, and the layers, the endless layers of discovery are unlike anything else. Again, this is the most ancient tool of self-discovery that the ancient rishis and the Ved has gifted us with so that we can truly stay connected to the light of our soul and do what we came here to do, which is live Dharma, express Dharma, to be light workers, to keep the light of Dharma lit throughout this dark time. And to be able to do that, we as healers and guides need to make sure that we're in right relationship with our own inner light, our own inner wisdom, and that we're offering accurate and nourishing guidance to others. And that starts with ourselves first and foremost. If we're not doing our own inner work, our trauma work, our grief work, our shadow work, if we're not honoring our own nourishment, then we won't be very effective guides, healers, or facilitators, teachers of any kind. And it's why I love teaching Jyotish and sharing this resource with my clients to enhance and support their path, their purpose, and the understanding of the self, the body, and the soul. If you want success in body and business, success in all areas of life, this is your tool. And I've just created a mini course for you to support you in laying the foundation for your healing journey, using Jyotish as a tool for healing, whether it's for yourself or your clients or both. This foundational resource will support you in laying the groundwork for using Jyotish as a tool of healing. And if you're wanting to know more about this mini course, just comment below inner light. So post inner light below. I'll follow up with you. I'll send you a message. We'll figure out if this is the right tool for you and if it could be a benefit right now. And I want to support you in strengthening this inner light, this inner wisdom. Again, using Jyotish in the right way. Being in right relationship with this tool is so important, that we use it to enhance our own inner knowing, our own body wisdom, that we're sourcing from within, not looking to someone else to tell us the answers or, this right or wrong, or what's the right way to go, or, what is my Dharma? Everyone has this question, but the truth is, if you're not able to source from within and source from your own body wisdom, you'll never trust your Dharma. You'll never have the confidence to feel nourished and successful. This comes from within. So if you are seeking more self-trust, more confidence, more accurate, precise tools for your own healing journey and your clients as well, post inner light in the comments below and I'll follow up with you. We'll see if my mini course is the right resource for you right now, and I'll look forward to checking in with you. Post your comments below, any questions, inner light for more information on the Jyotish Mini Course, and I'll look forward to sharing more resources with you soon. Bye, everyone.